Hello and welcome back to another video. As we look forward to Gameweek 10, in this video we will look at the top players for predicted points in Gameweek 10 and over the next 5 game weeks to make your transfer plans and captaincy a lot easier. If you would like to watch more of this type of content, you could consider subscribing to the channel. Let's start with the goalkeepers. And like most days, Ederson is on top of the projections with 4.6 expected points. Man City host Southampton, who have scored only 8 goals this season, putting them at 7th worst in the league for goals scored. Bookies over at Fantasy Football Hub have Man City a 57% chance of keeping a clean sheet against the Saints. Liverpool's Alisson has the highest projection over the next 5 game weeks and is predicted 2.4 clean sheets over that time. He does play in Game Week 12 unlike Ederson, which may make him the favourite Brazilian keeper to own. Guaita was one I talked about last week's wildcard keeper choice, and he is projected to score the second highest points over the next 5 games. Coming in at 0.9 million cheaper than Alisson, he could still be the best keeper option for price value in a wildcard. Pope has increased by 0.3 million since I brought him in Game Week 6 and predicted to score 3.9 points this game week against Brentford at home. He has a 32% chance of keeping a clean sheet against them. Even though I do own him, he definitely wouldn't be in my wildcard this game week. If you are looking for a cheap keeper under 5 million, then Martinez, Fabianski and Pickford are probably an avoid. Guaita is the best option under 5 million. Next up, the defenders, and Cancelo is top with 6.4 predicted points against Southampton at home. He falls short to the Liverpool and Chelsea defenders for projected points over the next 5 game weeks because of his blank in Game Week 12. But he could easily be rested for the game week, and his fixtures after that up to the World Cup break do look like real clean sheet potential. We did see James in action at the weekend against Palace, coming out on top in all duels against Zaha. He did also rack up 2 key passes on the other side of the pitch. He is a player with a high ceiling over the next 5 game weeks, only projected to score less than Alexander-Arnold. Tsimikas is one that looks an avoid, as he will get rotated back with Robertson once he's back from injury. Laporte and Thiago Silva would also be an avoid for me. Laporte due to his expected minutes and lack of attacking threat, and Silva due to Chelsea's defense still not looking up to par to the greats. Trent is projected to score the highest points with 27.7 over the next 5 game weeks and is a good buy on the wildcard. On to the midfielders, and the City duo in De Bruyne and Foden top the list as they face Southampton at home. They both blank in Game Week 12, which probably wouldn't make them a must buy for now, but they are both pretty nailed on and would be a great move moving on. Bruno is the next one on the list, predicted to score 6.2 points against Everton on the road. He could have had a goal against Man City if he was to take the penalty that he gave to Martial deservingly. He did look good since Ten Hag's winning streak and could return in the next few good fixtures that are coming up. He is only 2.3% owned too, so he is a good differential that could aggressively win you rank places. Zaha faces Leeds at home, who have recently looked good in defense apart from the Brentford game, but he's predicted the second highest points after Salah over the next 5 game weeks, so a great long-term option. Sterling is someone I would avoid for now, as he did play in the left wing-back slot quite a lot against Palace. Salah isn't a must-buy for now considering his form and fixtures over the next 2 game weeks, but looks a really good option to move on from De Bruyne in Game Week 12. Lastly, Bowen, who had a goal and assist in their 2-0 win against Wolves, is projected to score 21.7 points over the next 5 game weeks, but I would personally look to bringing him in after the Liverpool fixture in Game Week 12. Lastly, the forwards, and Haaland tops the list again with 10.6 predicted points against the second highest expected points over the next 5 game weeks despite his blank in Game Week 12. He is definitely on course to breaking Salah's record in the 2017-18 season. Next up, surprisingly, is Martial against Everton away. He did end up with 2 goals off the bench against Man City last game week, and if he does start the next few game weeks, he could be a replacement for your Mitrovic or Isak. Speaking of replacements, Wilson is a direct swap for Isak and predicted a total of 23.2 points over the next 5 game weeks. That puts him at 4th best amongst all forwards in the league. If you're going for a 3 premium draft, then in my opinion you should definitely consider Kane. With the forwards now ending up with injury concerns, Kane looks a really good replacement if funds aren't an issue. He is predicted the second highest, only behind Salah over the next 5 games, which does put him in my players to consider. That wraps up the Gameweek 10 transfer tips video. Thanks for watching. See you soon for the next one.